I'm Jagdev Virdee. I'm the General Secretary here at the Gurdwara. An art exhibition done by the elders. What we had an artist come in who worked with them.
Yeah.
So she helped them, but the smaller ones are done by the service users themselves. The big one, the artist worked with them. So she might have done the sketch and then they painted in. And this one is purely by the clients. This is about the Punjab as it was before. It was carved up into several sections. Time of Guru Nanak, they found was a Sikh place.
That's not the shape it is today if I looked on a map.
It's about a sixth of it. 2/3 went to Pakistan, and then what was left in India, that's been divided up as well. So the Punjab now is about a sixth of what it originally was when the British first came to India.
Is it a British caused thing?
Well, it's, when partition happened, when the British left, they created Pakistan, India, and at that time, Bangladesh was also created. Well, it was East Pakistan at that time.
Yeah.
So Bengal was divided, and Punjab, both of the states were divided up quite sort of, not in a nice way, let's just say.
Yeah.
There was a lot of division in the society. There were killings as people had to leave where they lived and go to the other side. Like Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs, they all had to sort of leave their home. And millions died.
Work hard, yeah?
Well, the British.
But it's holiest sort of places, places of worship are in both the Indian part of Punjab and in the Pakistan part of Punjab. For example, Nanak Sahib, where Guru Nanak Dev was born, is now in Pakistan.
Okay.
And a lot of people, they have a lifelong desire to go and visit there.
And is that still maintained as a holy site, or is that's not?
Yes. A lot of people go there, every year. I went with my family last November.
Yeah.
On Guru Nanak's birthday celebrations, and there must be about 150,000 people on that day, in Langar. So it was a wonderful experience. It's the first time I've ever been. And
that's not a political flashpoint, or is it sensitive? It's okay.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So the Sikhs who visit Pakistan at that time of the year are given a lot of respect. Not that time of the year only, but other times as well. But yes, they are really welcome there.
Let's talk a bit about this building and it's vast. It's absolutely huge. So why here, and what can you tell me about what the building means and why it's built this way?
Well, this is Guru Nanak Darbar Gurdwara. It's named after Guru Nanak. He's the founder of the Sikh faith.
Yes.
Guru Nanak was born in 1469.
Yeah.
So Sikhi is a relatively young religion.
Yeah.
This year we're celebrating Guru Nanak's 555th birthday in November.
Is that a good number with significance, or is it just a nice round number?
Well, it is. Yeah. The Sikh community has been in Gravesend since the 1950s and 60s. So from 55 until about 1968, they used to gather in a Gurdwara, which was a house in Edwin Street, not far from here. And then in 1968 we moved to a building that was an old, previously sort of church that was converted into a Gurdwara. And then in 2010 we moved into this. But it took about 8.5 years to build this. But it's as the community has grown and its aspirations have grown, we felt the need for something bigger.
Bigger and more substantial.
Yeah.
Is this the biggest one in Britain?
As a whole complex, it's the biggest in Europe.
Wow. Is there a particular reason why you landed as a community in Gravesend?
Well, back in the 50s, 60s, there was a lot of work here alongside the river. There were factories there, and also people would go across the river on the ferry to jobs in Tilbury, in Dagenham with the Ford Motor Works. Also, the first people who came here, they were from towns or villages around Jalandhar in Punjab, and then a lot of their friends and relatives came to join them. So about half of the people who are here are all from that part of Punjab. Everybody knows each other. It's a quite close-knit community.
Was there a diaspora following partition, or was it really a separate
no, I think at that time
immigration?
It's when the immigration was happening anyway.
Yeah.
Traditionally, Gurdwaras will have domes of that shape.
Yeah.
They are different from the domes on other places of worship, whether it's a mosque or mandir. So every different type of place of worship, has their own sort of architecture. But this is in the traditional Gurdwara style. In India, Gurdwaras you will find water features in front of them. A small feature where people wash their feet before they go in.
Yeah.
But some of them will also have a bathing sort of pool next to it, what we call a sarovar, which is like a pool of nectar. But this is more symbolic, I think, and it does actually have fountains that are not on right now. They'll go on at 3:30 in the afternoon every day.
Yeah.
And weekend they're going all day. One of the main things about Gurdwaras symbolically is that they're open to everybody. Everybody's welcome. So traditionally they'll have 4 doors. Anybody from any direction is welcome.
Oh, wow.
Any race, caste, creed, gender, everybody is welcome.
There's a massive pole. Tell me about the massive pole.
So this is what we call the Nishan Sahib. Any Gurdwara will have a Nishan Sahib in front of it. Not always this big, but the Nishan Sahib actually signifies that there is a Gurdwara here. It's a sign from a distance place to worship there, a Gurdwara.
It's got some sort of mini flags at the top. Does it ever have a big flag, or is it's not really a flagpole?
No,
it's not.
It's called a Nishan Sahib. There's a triangular flag with the khanda, the Sikh symbol on it. You can't see it fully furled open right now.
It's up there, is it?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay.
Also, the cloth that you see covering it is changed regularly, so we change it twice a year here. So the whole Nishan Sahib is operated hydraulically. It comes down, takes about 10-12 minutes to come down.
So it sort of comes down like...
this way.
Yeah.
And then
it's massive, eh?
the cloth is taken off.
Yeah.
The whole probably washed ceremoniously. There'll be hundreds of people here doing that. And then a new cloth is put on, and then it's raised again after saying prayers.
I'm bowled over. I'm bowled over by the achievement of this, but also, so I genuinely didn't know that this was here until I went to St George's the other day, and I can't believe that everyone. You feel, so this is easily the biggest thing I've visited in my series, easily by 10 times maybe, and so you sort of think that like St Paul's Cathedral or something, everyone would plan a visit there. It's just amazing.
There's a quotation from scripture, but also there's a quotation from Sant Jarnail Singh Khalsa Bhindranwale. It's recognising the contribution of Sikhs and the martyrdom of Sikhs throughout history, and also in particular what happened in 1984 when the Indian Army entered the Amritsar, the Harmandir Sahib
I remember that happening.
Yeah, so this is in commemoration of all those who gave their lives at that time.
The form of writing that we've got above
So there are little extracts from the Guru Granth Sahib, our holy scriptures.
And the language is Punjab.
It's Gurmukhi is the written language of the script of Sikhs. Punjabi as a spoken language is the same whether you're in Indian Punjab or Pakistani Punjab. But when we write it, we will, as Sikhs, will use the script called Gurmukhi, which is what you see here.
Yes.
Whereas in Pakistan, they will use the Arabic script or Urdu based, which is very different. It's written from right to left rather than left to right and so on. But the spoken language is the same.
I don't want to say there's a lot of rules because it's not really fair. You've got to cover your head.
Yeah.
And you've got to
take your shoes off. Yeah.
But is that it? Or is there any?
So anybody coming into the Gurdwara, they mustn't have any form of tobacco, any intoxicating substances, not be under the influence of alcohol. Shouldn't even have it on their person anywhere on the Gurdwara complex. That's absolutely no. Also, any food served here is completely vegetarian, and if people bringing something of their own, that has to be completely vegetarian as well.
Okay, so you also got to be a little bit careful about what you bring in.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's not. It's just different, isn't it? You know, it's not so much. You've just got to know, and you've got some nice signs everywhere telling you whatever. Yeah. I'm just distracted by these absolutely beautiful.
So these are semi-precious stones embedded into marble. They're very much architectural features. But also around this gallery, we've got representations of famous Gurdwaras in India.
Oh yeah.
So this one here, Nishan Sahib, is one of our very historic Gurdwaras in South India. Harmandir Sahib, also known as the Golden Temple in Amritsar.
That's the one we were just talking about.
Yes.
And these famous temples, are they associated with events in various gurus' lives?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, indeed. So Patna Sahib is where Guru Gobind Singh, the 10th Guru, was born, this one here.
There's lots of pattern. There's lots of texture. Oh, and this one's very different. There we go. How many of these have you been to?
I've been to most.
Have you really?
Yeah. So this one is in Pakistan, Punjab Sahib. That's the first time I went last November. Right, so let's go inside. Thanks.
And I'm hearing in the background like I mean, it could just be someone talking, but it sounds it sounds like an almost chant. Is that someone actually chanting? Is that someone?
So it's from Tuesday to Thursday, almost every week, we'll have a continuous reading of the Guru Granth Sahib, what we call the Akhand Path Sahib. So that has started this morning at about 10:30, and it'll finish on Thursday morning. So what he's hearing is somebody reading that in the main hall upstairs.
We've got three figures represented up here. I'm guessing those are they the same Guru or different?
So the middle picture and the one on the left, they're both of Guru Nanak Virdee, the founder of the Sikh faith. And on the right is the 10th Guru, Guru Gobind Singh. These three pictures were actually in the old Gurdwara, behind the main sort of stage area. And we brought them here as a memory from the old Gurdwara.
And the hand signal that he's making.
No, it's just blessing.
Hello, just a blessing.
Blessing, yeah. Just take leave my shoes over there. I'm in here if you want.
Wow, I'm just seeing the dome for the first time. Look at that.
So this dome of the entrance foyer is 12 metres across, but you will see in the main hall is 18 metres across, so it's bigger than that one. Yeah, so on this floor we put on exhibitions for different occasions and so on.
Yeah.
So this is about the 1984 when the Indian Army went into Amritsar, Harmandir Sahib complex, because this year is the 40th anniversary of that. So that's why we've got this exhibition going here.
There are some tables, but people eat on these carpeted areas as well.
So traditionally, when Langar is served, people sit on the floor and eat.
Yeah.
And it often signifies equality as well, that everybody's at the same level. And so whoever comes there, it could be the king, the prime minister, or it could be somebody from down the road. But we all, once you come into the Gurdwara, we're all equal. This is a little exhibition we've got to remember all the Sikh soldiers who gave their lives with the British Army in the 2 World Wars. Over 83,000 Sikhs were killed in the World Wars.
83,000?
Yeah, and over 1 million actually sort of served.
Mostly in non-European theatres.
No, European
in
well.
European theatres as well?
So, for example, this person, the squadron leader, Mahinder Singh Puji, his last 20 years of his life, he lived in Gravesend. But he was one of the pilots brought over from India as a volunteer in the Second World War.
Is there a statue of him down on the front?
That's the picture of the statue.
I saw the statue.
Yeah, so we installed the statue in 2014 to represent contribution from all Commonwealth soldiers to the British war efforts.
So I just want to say before we go back in the main area, it's really busy. There's lots of people here. That's normal. It's not a special day today.
This is not a busy day.
You have to be quick.
Jagdev gave me the full tour.
I don't think I could do that.
It's about 8.5 acres, and we've got the wellbeing centre We've got the sports centre, there's fields with 2 football pitches, there's parking for about 300 cars. We do have a Punjabi school as well.
Is that nearly every weekend?
Certainly in the summer, yes. So this week we've got 3 weddings. Last week we had 5. So that's the bigger one. That can take over 500 people. Then there's a smaller one to take about 300.
I mean, 500 is a lot of people at a wedding. Is that normal?
Yeah.
Really? Wow, serious pottage. It's all vegetarian.
Absolutely, completely vegetarian.
It smells great.
Yeah.
What is that, coriander on the top?
Yes. Coriander on top, and dal underneath. And then on this floor we've also got a library. And then we've got a computer suite. And then we've got a lecture theatre, meeting room.
This is a fantastic
So what we can do now is go and have some langar if you want to eat.
And that's not all. But next week, we're going to go and witness the everlasting guru in the main hall. So subscribe, you don't want to miss it.